Hi, everybody. It's me, Talon,
And I believe
and we're a couple of geeks. Welcome to Fan Fridays, the first of 2018.
infinity. One infinity.
Yes, one infinity on its side, which is kind of crazy when you think about it.
It's a big year for us.
It is a big year. Yeah, we're planning on getting married this year.
You know, it hit me the other day. I was just like, oh, we're in our wedding year. It's exciting.
Well, we're doing well so far. We hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great New Year. Hey, thanks for joining
Who's
us.
that?
We just started. Hey,
It's
Rod
Nick
McAwesome.
Awesome. Hey, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us for Fan Fridays. We're just getting started. So, what things
What
do
do
we
we have
have
to
to
talk
talk
about?
about? We have lots of things. I've got my notes right here. I'm gonna put my notes off to this
Who else
side.
is here? We've got Rector God. Hi. What's going on? I think I read that right.
That's
Reactor.
Guy.
It's Reactor God.
Hi, welcome.
Hello. Welcome.
Well, we're going to be talking about a few crazy things today, and since last time we did Fan Fridays before the end of the new year, we ran out of time.
Because we didn't realize that we had a time limit on Instagram, and
Yeah.
now we do. So we'll try and keep ourselves on time. Kind of fit everything in that we're trying to talk about in this time period. So,
Yes.
yeah.
So, oh hey, Cosmic Commotion.
What? We love Cosmic Commotion. Hey guys.
Hi, thanks for joining us today for Fan Fridays. Ah, they're waving at us. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. Well, so for Fan Fridays for January.
I think first of all, maybe we should talk
5th.
about why we're all bundled up for those that are not in Florida. I mean, they're probably bundled up because they're in areas that usually get bundled up this time of year.
Yeah.
But this is not normal for us. We're kind of cold.
Yeah, speaking of cold, it's cold.
It's cold.
It's really cold out there today.
Yes, we still do have our Christmas lights up. Because we kind of hang on to Christmas spirit as long as possible, because I feel like it's so pretty when you put up the Christmas decorations. I don't want to take it down. Plus, it's still technically Christmas season in Walt Disney World, so they were still playing Christmas music. We were in Disney Springs yesterday, and they had all the decorations up. It's still technically Christmas. Christmas season ends when Disney says it ends.
I was just gonna say that we still have them up because we're lazy.
No, but it's pretty. I like it. I like it.
Oh, we're just gonna keep them up all year?
Maybe.
Is that
I don't know.
you're just like, I want it to be Christmas all year round?
No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
God.
I'll take it down eventually. I like it right now. It's gonna stay there. Plus, we are gonna be talking about the Doctor Who Christmas special because we weren't able to do Fan Friday last week. We were, the holidays got a little out of control and we ran out of time. So we're gonna be talking about that, and that's kind of Christmas related. So
Good point.
yeah.
Yes. We've realized why we still have Christmas lights up in the middle of doing a live stream.
Because that's what we do. All right, so timing. Let's go.
So, we're bundled up because it's cold here in Florida. Oh yeah, we already did that.
Yeah, we did.
But yeah, we heard everybody like the whole of the U.S. is like way below like really like crazy temperatures right now.
There were some areas in Florida that got snow flurries that don't normally get snow flurries, like
Yeah.
the top of Florida.
Like
Sometimes
Apopka.
gets snow, but yeah, for like Apopka, which is like a little bit like north of Orlando. Is that north of Orlando a little bit? Kind
of, yeah.
Northeast,
Yeah,
west, the other side.
northeast west.
But like for a couple minutes in the middle of the night, they got some snow flurries,
Mhm.
and St. Petersburg got snow.
That's south of us.
I know.
How did we miss it?
I think it's because they're near the water that it gets a little colder there when you're near.
Just a lot more
waterways.
moisture. The day that we were supposed to get snow flurries, what was that, 52 in Colorado?
Yeah, it's about the same here. Which for Floridians, that's like freezing temperature.
Yeah, it says it's 55 on my phone right now, so it's
Yeah.
like it's still pretty cold outside. I had to move some stuff around in our living room, and I put some things out on our patio, and I was like, nope, 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 and I immediately turned on the heater.
It was cold.
It's like we never turn on the heater here in Florida because, well, it's Florida. It's a
I think we only done it.
it's
We've
a
only
natural
turned it on
heater.
for like one day, I think, so far. Like one night. Anyway, so it's cold. Why don't we talk about the Doctor Who Christmas special since we didn't get to talk about it last weekend?
Speaking of cold, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, shorts weather. Really?
No,
Really?
maybe for Colorado.
Maybe for Colorado, yeah. Yeah,
We
you
get
can
a lot
hear
of
there's-
moisture in the air here in Florida, so it's cold. It feels colder than it is because there's humidity.
Yeah.
It's like a cold snap. That's what it feels like.
So Doctor Who. How many of you guys have seen the Doctor Who Christmas special already? I'm gonna wait for your reply. I'm kidding.
We
I'm
have,
not.
obviously.
We
So.
we saw the Doctor Who Christmas special, which was we liked it. We
Nick
thought it
Austin
was really
saw it.
cool. Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I felt like there were some things that could have been a little bit better.
Like what?
But the overall story itself, with the first Doctor coming back and that journey with the glass ladies, I thought was really good. I liked that part of it, and Capaldi was awesome.
I thought Capaldi did great in this.
His lines in this episode made me giggle a few times. I was just like, "Aw," and then it made me sad that it was like, we're not gonna get that anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, I like his. What was it? We were talking to my dad about it, and he was saying that like Capaldi is very dramatic, and that's one of his staples as the Doctor is he's kind of overly dramatic with things, and with the regeneration scene he's like stumbling around, and he doesn't quite regenerate right away. He just kind of stumbles down and then gets back up, like those actors that are just overly like blowing everything up, which is kind of normal for his Doctor. Like that's the kind of thing he does.
Yeah.
I thought maybe
we're gonna have to do a skit of him doing the regeneration, because I keep thinking of the regeneration happening. Like he's like, and then all this stuff and blah blah blah, and he's monologuing and stuff, and then he sort of falls down and stumbles and stuff. And I wanted like the regeneration moment to be like he falls down and stumbles off camera and then comes up and it's Jodie Whittaker, and she's still monologuing as Jodie Whittaker.
Oh, as Capaldi Doctor?
Yeah, as Capaldi Doctor
He
hasn't realized he's regenerated yet. He's still doing the monologue.
That's kind of funny. I like that. Hey, look, it's Rita K.
Hey! Oh, what? What is that? Sent a request to be in your live video.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do that.
Like that.
I've never done that before. That's weird.
We'll take a look at that later.
I'm gonna have to do some research on that, Mom.
On hold, but that's kind of cool.
Yes. Hey, dudes.
One of the other things I really liked was the theming of the episode.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody at work about it, and they were talking about how with the Doctor thought that the bad guys were bad guys immediately, and started. She said, "I don't know what I meant to say."
She's like, "Don't do it."
That he gives himself future notes. That's
yes.
It. Yeah, that's funny too.
I liked oh drat, I forget his name. Filch is William Hartnell as the first Doctor.
The first Doctor.
Yes,
yeah.
He did really good job.
To be honest, I haven't watched a lot of episodes with the first Doctor, so I can't really speak on whether or not if it was authentic enough. But
well, of course,
the little that I know, he did really good. And I did watch the TV series that they did with the same actor.
Oh, The Adventure in Space and Time.
I did watch that.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
so
what I heard. That's really good. I'm surprised I haven't watched that yet.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff. Hello!
But I like the theming. The theming was kind of, because he thought immediately that the bad guys were bad guys, when in reality they weren't. And he was like scared to change and scared of death. And kind of the whole theming of the episode was that nobody really is, gone. That the memories is what keeps them alive.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of helped him push through his regeneration. And that was kind of, I thought it was it wasn't like an in-your-face lesson in the story, but it definitely was. It was very touching when you go back and kind of analyze it and think about it.
I agree.
Do you have any other thoughts on that?
Well, you know what? I have to admit, oh, hi, Poodles.
Oh, hey, hi. That's my
mom. I have to say, I like that this episode sort of took, like, the time placement of this episode, what happened was actually a real thing. And we haven't really seen a lot of those historical Doctor Who episodes in a while.
With the war stuff.
Yes.
That moment was a real event that actually happened.
Yes, in World War One.
Mm-hmm.
And that on Christmas, the armies stopped fighting and all got out of their trenches. And oh, thank you very much. She said she liked my scarf. It's a good choice. I'm glad you made me wear
it. It'll keep you warm through all time and space.
Yes.
It's the best type of scarves.
But yeah, that actually happened in World War One, and it's interesting to think about that.
I didn't know about it. I had to ask about it afterwards. I asked my dad. I was like, "Hey, is that real?" Dad
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah." Even your mom was too.
It's
Yeah.
it's an interesting bit of history, and it was really cool to see that used as
Mom
the
said I
setting
look
for the
really
Christmas
cute.
episode.
So thank you, Mom. I'm very
Aw.
warm.
If all of the other people that are joining us couldn't tell, our parents watch these videos, watch these live videos too.
Because they're like the OG nerds. So we try and get them involved in.
We've mentioned that before.
Our parents are OG nerds. We're just second generation nerds.
Oh, your mom said, or Poodle said that the war scene got us crying over there.
Oh
When they
yeah,
watched it.
that was very emotional.
Hmm.
And then finding out who he was, like that he was the dad.
I
was
did
kinda cool,
not
too.
get that. No, he wasn't the dad. He was the dad of the guy. So, okay,
He wasn't the dad. He was the dad.
grandfather.
J-
He was the grandfather, or he's
His
hold
son
on.
was
He's the father of the son who was in the early Doctor
yes.
whose daughter is the blonde lady in unit in modern Doctor Who.
So if you watch modern Doctor Who, that's
Yes.
the connection. If you've watched classic Doctor Who, then he's the dad of the guy who was the head of unit.
Yes, I had to ask somebody. I was like, who is the guy?
This is like talking about what is it? Not Waters and Mars. The one with the doctor's daughter.
Oh,
It's like trying to explain that.
It is like
When
trying
you're-
to explain the Doctor's daughter.
When you're like, it's that's his wife in real life, but he's the doctor and she's the daughter of a doctor who's married to
Of the
a
man who was
doctor
actually the doctor.
who is the daughter of the doctor in the show. It's
Yeah,
confusing.
the father of the Brigadier. Thank you
Yes.
very much, Plviz Ultra. Kokoro.
What is his name? Say it again.
Plviz
Plviz
Vultra.
Ultra
Is it
73.
Ultra?
Oh, and I can't tell it.
Plviz.
I think it's a girl. Oh no, that I know who that is.
Who is that?
That's the guy from MegaCon. That's one
Oh,
of our
hi.
super fans. I know who he is.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate you guys joining us. Hope you guys-
It's one guy. You know. The guy that hung out with us all weekend at MegaCon.
Like all of
everybody
them.
else too.
I meant like
yeah,
everybody.
we love everybody.
But thank you very much for hanging out with us that weekend. That was a lot of fun. We have so much fun at
far
our...
away, so it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
Some of the comments
We gotta
and
have like
pictures.
enough space here, because if we did it like this, everybody would be like looking at the comments all weird. Ow. And
It's
stuff.
supposed to be plus ultra. But
That's what I thought it said.
I like
Plus
the way
ultra.
I like
like
the way he described it. It's funnier to me.
like plus ultra.
The ultra.
Well, I get it. I mean, there's only so many letters in the alphabet, and
Yeah.
some of them are taken. And a lot of times, when you want to say what you want to say, you got to use letters in different places,
Yeah,
like
it's okay.
vanity plates and
So
stuff.
we've talked about
You don't
Doctor
get the
Who.
plus ultra reference, though, do you?
No, I don't.
Because it's plus ultra. It's from My Hero Academia. It's an
yeah.
anime.
I don't know anything about
I know
that.
you haven't watched My Hero Academia, or
Mom's
as
into
it's called,
anime.
Hero
Do you think
Aka,
Mom
right?
should watch that?
Hmm.
Mom's getting into anime. Do you think she should watch
Oh
that?
yeah, she should totally watch Hero Aka. It's on Hulu,
Or anyone else
or
interested in anime.
Crunchyroll. Yeah, you can watch it. It's really cool, actually. Going off on a quick side tangent to explain your name. The premise is essentially it's like Japanese Marvel characters.
Oh, that's
Like,
interesting.
It's like it's sometime in the future, like the world, like everybody on the planet essentially has developed a mutation, which they call quirks, which are essentially like superhero powers. And like it's more rare to not have a quirk than it is to have a quirk and stuff. So
I have a question for you.
yes.
What did we do yesterday? I know.
We drank so much.
Well, we did that, but what did we do before we drank?
Oh yeah. So yesterday
I'm
we
just gonna take a nonchalant sip out of my drink. It's not alcohol, by the way. This is an
What is
energy
it?
drink. It's too early for alcohol. We're not drunkies.
what do you no yeah, we don't drink this or I mean
What did we do yesterday?
sometimes we do, but I mean meh.
No.
Anyways, what we did yesterday was something we were planning on doing today, but it just sort of worked out that we're like, we're gonna go do it one day early and do some other crazy stuff. So we went to Disney Springs
And we were stormtroopers.
and we were stormtroopers.
Who were not really stormtroopers
Who
because
were
I'm too short
actually-
to be a stormtrooper.
You're too short to be a stormtrooper. we went to the Void at Disney Springs.
Which, if you haven't heard of it, it's a virtual reality experience, and not just like goggles where you see everything.
Not
in
just
virtual
goggles.
goggles. You don't just see everything in virtual reality. You feel it, and there's like when you get hit, there's like vibration points on your gear, and you have actual like guns that you're holding on to, so you can like shoot it at the other stormtroopers.
Okay, so we're not gonna.
Actually, we had pretty good aim. I'm just saying.
No, we did.
10 stormtroopers.
That's because we were actually rebel spies dressed up as stormtroopers who actually know how to hit things. That's exactly how that works.
But we were sent on a mission from
Cassian,
and basically the story time is in
this is
the.
how you handle a stormtrooper.
We were sent on a secret mission, and the time period that we were in was before Rogue One.
Yes, before Rogue One. Yes, I am sure that it's an alcoholic, a non-alcoholic drink.
We do kind of sound drunk, but we're not drunk. It's just we get excited.
We're super excitedly people. Kokoro, don't eat that. That's not for you. If you bite through that, you'll explode
we always
everything.
have to have a cat intrusion in one
there
part
is,
of our
absolutely.
videos.
Our cat's trying to. He's trying to bite through my.
Hey, that's my aunt. I love you too. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us.
So, at the Void, it is. Oh,
she says
you're drinking. Don't worry, we'll be drinking
makes our
later.
Fan Fridays more fun.
Let us know if you guys want us to do a drinking cast, because we're big like beer and wine and like liquor people. I'm a bartender. And if you guys want to see us do like more crazy nerdy stuff with drinks or something like that,
give us suggestions.
Let
if
us
you
know.
want to see us do something, we'll look into it. And because this live thing we can set up almost anywhere, so we'll look into that. So we were stormtroopers.
We were stormtroopers,
but this is
we got
really
sent
awesome.
on a secret mission by Cassian to retrieve some information about an artifact that the Empire.
We don't know what the artifact is. We
Yes.
just know that the Empire has seized it, and we're supposed to make
We're
sure
supposed
we
to
get it
some
before
info.
they do.
Yes, about it.
And check and see what's inside of it. So
we got sent by Cassian with K2SO.
yeah, we were on adventures with him. I was telling Talon afterwards. I was like, we were on a Star Wars mission in space with Alan Tudyk. I got really totally geeked out about that.
Oh, Cammy's watching too. Hi, dude.
It's like the whole family. It's like a family.
The
Well,
whole
not the whole
family's
family.
watching.
My family's really big. It's only like a small part of my family, but that's exciting. Hello, everybody. Look, we got more people joining.
Thank you guys for joining us. If you're just joining us, we're talking about The Void, which is at Disney Springs, which is a hyper VR experience, and
you go through different rooms. There's things you can touch.
Honestly,
you feel when you get like hit by the stormtroopers.
It honestly blew my mind.
Heat at one point. It's like a whole
you love your
immersive.
PJs.
Thank you. It's a pushing onesie. It's my warm gear.
I'm not wearing a onesie, but I do have a hood.
Which I think
I look stupid.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Anyways, so
if you're able to check this
wear
out,
like
100% go do it.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Okay, if you live in Orlando or Colorado or in Anaheim,
I don't remember. That sounds about right.
So there are.
You can look it up. Just look up The Void and see. Yeah, it'll tell you where they have their locations. But this is the newest one that they just opened up, not even a month ago, like just a couple of weeks ago in Disney Springs. It's not very long. I mean, the
whole thing took about half an hour
because there's a lot of action.
Yeah, you are like in and out of virtual reality in about 10 minutes. But the whole thing lasts about half an hour. As you're going through, you go through multiple rooms. You create like your character sort of like in sort of a way. You have like a wristband with a QR code that like assigns you to that character. You suit up in this like aliens-esque like rigging room with these backpacks that are hung on hooks and stuff. She says hello back. Yay, and we're cute and silly. And like you clip into these vests and you suit them all up like you're
Kind of
wearing
look
like
like Ghostbusters at first.
yeah, yeah, they have these huge backpacks. You're essentially carrying around a small
It's kind of
computer
heavy.
on your back. Yeah, and then you
But they have like this whole thing where they like walk you through like tightening it to make sure it's like secure on your back. So
whole
you
thing
don't,
weighs
like,
about
fall
like
over.
yeah, whole
There's
thing
a lot
weighs
of
about like 15 pounds. That's not
safety,
too
kind
heavy.
of making sure you're comfortable and doing good beforehand.
Yeah.
The first moment, I don't want to give anything away, of like, because there is like some stuff that happens that's pretty epic. So that's for those who are going to go do it, because they're not in very many locations. So I understand that not everybody can. There's more people that can't than can. But if you're going to go do it, I don't want to give anything away. But there's
Iggy said, "Wowzers, that sounds absolutely insane. I can't wait to do it for myself." You totally should. It costs about like $35, I think.
It sounds a little pricey, but it's totally worth the experience if you're able to go. We were such on a high afterwards. Like, it was hard not even talking about it because we were like walking outside the building and there's like people going in for their experiences and we're like, don't say anything.
We're like, we can't spoil any of this because it was absolutely honestly okay. So we went already. Do you want to go again?
Yes.
Yes.
Even though I know what's gonna happen, like I want to bring my friends.
We want to go
do
again
it with them.
And see their reactions. Well, it's not like we're gonna be able to see their reactions because they're all wearing stormtrooper helmets.
But you can talk about it afterwards, definitely.
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This was honestly one of the coolest things we've done in Orlando for less than $100.
And it's exciting because it means there's probably going to be more things like this. Mm-hmm. Like if this does very well, kind of seeing the future of what a virtual reality game experience can be.
Yes,
is really cool. So we've talked about a lot about this.
Oh yeah, no,
I think we're like, yes, you should go do it if you're able to. And we're gonna bring our friends, and they're gonna do it.
Take me with you.
Yes,
come with us.
You to come and do it with us.
We'll post the next time we're gonna go if we have room in our parties.
And if you
like
come
that.
to Orlando, please let us know. Yes. You know, if you're not here in Orlando, and we will get together. We'll meet up at Disney Springs, and maybe we'll make a big outing of it. Let's do something.
So Daedalus, it is not available on
Michael.
Oculus. It's Michael.
No,
Michael, it's not available on Oculus.
For the Void experience. It's a physical.
Yes. It is a proprietary, like hyper reality experience in which like their setups are like ultra wide. They are really, really crazy. They have haptic vests that you wear.
Michael said he's coming in October.
Oh, you'll be here in October? Oh, absolutely. Hopefully they still have the same thing running over there.
Can you scroll up a little bit? I think I missed a comment up above. I want to see because it was like a paragraph.
He said, take me with you. Have to go now. Wowzers, that sounds absolutely insane. Says hello and you're too cute.
Oh, somebody said they had to go. Oh, they were going to go, but it was like a little bit of money. Yeah, I mean, it's not cheap, but the experience definitely is worth it.
Absolutely.
So what else do we have to talk about? We're like, yes, go.
Oh,
what else did we do last night?
So we also, because we talked about us drinking and stuff. And I wasn't joking. We were drinking. We actually had some really good cocktails and some really good food at a brand new place over there.
It's brand new to us.
Spanking new place. Yeah, and new to us. And was just opening and doing its soft opening.
Grand opening. It was the grand opening.
Grand opening.
They're still kind of in their soft opening, but it's definitely their
soft
grand opening. Yeah.
At the Edison.
Which is based, it's kind of like a steampunk Edison restaurant, jazz fusion, burger, drinks, cocktails. It's kind of like a big smorgasbord.
It is going to be
combo of experience.
It will be the coolest hangout spot at Disney Springs. For really the next couple years.
Because I'm excited about it.
This place, it is in the location where, if you had ever gone to Disney Springs or in its previous incarnations, Downtown Disney and Pleasure Island, the Edison is in the location where the Adventurers Club was. Hey!
We love you guys. You guys, like, they love our stuff a lot.
Yeah, and thank you guys very, very much. The Adventurers Club was a very, very popular club there in the early 2000s, and Yeah, 1920 20s look, and very, no, I wouldn't say
Not so much
speakeasy.
speakeasy, no.
It's more like grandiose than anything. It is very, very like Air Pirate
Like a
and
steampunk
steampunk environment.
jazz
Yeah,
club.
yeah, it's like a steampunk jazz club. Really, really awesome environment inside. The food was great. They had like candied bacon,
Oh, that was
like on
heavenly.
like a power line
I
with
don't know if you
like
saw the
pickles and
picture because we
stuff.
posted a couple of our food pictures this morning, and it's like that bacon was
It could have been a
heaven.
dessert.
I wanted more.
Yeah,
Like when I think back of the food we ate last night, I'm like, I want more of that bacon.
I know that bacon was really good. On my burger, I had that same bacon too, and that big red pepper was
I
like
didn't know you
really
had the
hot.
same bacon on the
Oh
burger.
yeah, it was really good.
And it had like this like jelly dipping like sweet
Oh,
sauce.
with the bacon? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was like this fruit jelly kind of stuff, which was really tasty. And those pickles were amazing. You had a grilled cheese with like four
Yeah.
types of cheese.
It was pretty good. It's probably one of the best grilled cheese I've had.
Yeah.
The tomato soup was okay because I think I've had tomato soup like that before. It was
You
an organic tomato soup.
you were originally going to get the meatloaf with the mashed potatoes and gravy, and the meatloaf is bacon wrapped. And
Yeah,
I
and I
saw
didn't want to do
somebody else
bacon,
get that.
That's why I got the grilled cheese.
I do bacon.
But
We'll
maybe
do
next time
bacon,
I'll
bacon,
make
bacon.
and more bacon.
Bacon.
We kind of like bacon.
We
I
do.
don't know.
Who doesn't like bacon?
But they also have entertainment there. I think it's the entertainment is really mostly on the weekends. So
Yes.
Thursday
Thursday
night, Friday, and Saturday night. They have entertainment late in the evening, and they still serve food and restaurant stuff, but they turn into more of like a nightlife experience where they have a live band
Mm-hmm.
and a DJ
Mhm.
and an aerial performer like Silks
Uh-huh.
and
Silk
Hanging
aerials.
Cube and Hoop
And cabaret dancers.
cabaret dancers. Like
Yes.
they just kind of went all out.
Our waitress described them initially as burlesque dancers.
They're not
I'm like,
burlesque.
they are not burlesque
We've
dancers.
seen burlesque. Like they're not taking anything off. They're more like cabaret dancers, but they were pretty awesome.
Grilled cheese and tomato soup is just rehashed pizza.
Oh, I've never thought about that before.
You make a good point.
Because
And
I love pizza and I love grilled cheese and tomato.
speaking of pizza,
That makes sense.
right next door to the Edison, we're gonna be okay. We don't have to go too far into the Edison. Oh, except I did want to say that the cocktails there were very, very good.
Yes.
The one that she had in the picture, the tall one in the flute,
Had a
was
little,
called
like,
the
rose
Madam.
petal in it.
It had, yeah, rose petal in it. It was like
Fancy.
champagne and vodka and like some other stuff. And the one that I had on the other in our picture that we posted, if you guys haven't been following our Instagram and looking at the pictures, where have you been? Why are you here? Go. Wait. No, don't go. But look at the pictures later on. And I had this old fashioned, which was delicious. It had Basil Hayden rum. It had Basil Hayden bourbon. I work at a rum bar now. See what happens? So
It was good.
it was really tasty. And speaking of that as well, we will be going back. There will be stuff going on there all the time, and we will be going back. If we got to dance there, which was awesome, because if you haven't met us like personally, Alita and I swing dance, and it was all her fault. She got me into swing dancing because she used to swing dance at Atlantic Dance Hall, which is another place that I used to work at.
Way before I met you.
Way
It
before
used to
you
be a
met
swing
me.
dancing club, and that's where I started, like
Mhm.
years and years ago.
At Disney, yeah.
So we were there. They were also doing the Disney Parks Blogs was doing promo
Yeah.
shoots for the for advertisement for the restaurant, and you may see somebody in that promo shoot. We asked the guy when and where we can find it, so he said he was gonna edit it tonight, so maybe sometime this weekend it'll be posted.
Probably, yeah. If
I
we
don't
find
know how
it on
these
Disney
things
Parks
happen
blog,
to us
we'll
because we just happened to be in the right place, and the guy walked up and was like, "Hey, would you like to be in this promo?" And we were like, "Yes."
So yeah,
So-
we had to sign our lives away to Disney. Not like we haven't done that already. But yeah, we had to sign
It was a
a
really
sign a
neat
waiver.
experience last
Yeah.
night. We met some other cool people that were part of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Met the
it was a
DJ,
really,
who's going to be one of the
really
residents
fun
there.
night.
He's a really cool guy. He had some really, really good music as well. That if I were not sweltering from dancing previously to the band, I would have been dancing with you to his music too.
We also somebody's mentioned Speakeasy earlier. I think that was
Yes.
my mom. we found out about a place that we were not aware of that's
Uh-huh.
going to be opening up soon.
Speaking of pizza as well, so there's
Speakeasy.
I know speakeasy, but pizza because it has to do with the speakeasy. That's what I found out.
Oh, I
So,
didn't know this.
uh-huh.
Okay, so we went down. There's a pizza place next. This is all owned by the same company.
Yes.
So they're not. It's not a Disney restaurant. They're
Edison
just
is a
on
third
Disney
party,
property.
and and another trio of restaurants that is open now, or
There's a pizza
was
place.
doing their soft opening last
Italian.
night. Maria and Enzo's.
There's an Italian place as well.
That's the Italian place. It's
Oh, that's the
it's
name.
all Maria and Enzo's.
But then so then the one's like a fancy restaurant, and then the other one's like a
Yes.
quick service pizza place.
They have a quick service pizza place with like traditional like Italian style pizza and stuff like that, or like Sicilian style or whatever. Looked really, really good. They have a huge sit down restaurant that's right like out on the water.
The theme
You
is
can
really
see it.
cute.
They said they have a VIP lounge
We
there
might
as
be able
well.
to take a peek at later. We talked to
Mhm.
somebody who we might have a shoe in
And
for
then
that.
opening up next week is the third aspect of Maria and Enzo's, which is Enzo's Hideaway Tunnel Bar,
Which is like a speakeasy.
which is like a speakeasy. And I found out it actually, the entrance to it is one of the old entrances to the tunnels that the cast members used on
No
Pleasure Island to get to the
way.
different clubs.
That's really cool that
It's
they
like-
repurposed that.
It's totally mind-blowing. I was like, that's really cool. So we're really excited about it. It is sort of like, you just think it's a sign, like up on top of this like parapet, and then like you go around the corner and there's no other like indication that there's anything there except for this like neon sign.
The Pleasure Island Bridge. It's
Yeah.
like right next to it, like right down below.
It's gonna be really cool, and if we get a chance to go, if we can get a chance to go during the opening, we will. If not, we'll just go because.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that too.
So we talk so much about Disney because, well, I mean, we
do
live
a lot
so
of
close.
Disney. We're so close to it. So when exciting thing is open, especially the theming and everything that it was opening here, it's just really close to my heart with the whole swing dancing background for me and the theming and like the Italian restaurant I was saying was the theming was really cool. Like you walk in and it's like you're in 1940s, 50s airplane terminal.
Yeah.
And the ladies are dressed up in like airplane, suits, and they sign you up. There's like a arrival sign where you get signed up for your table, and
Yep.
then you go inside, and they have like old postered like
travel to
like,
Sicily. Yeah.
Art Deco
Oh, very much.
style. Like different cities and countries like around for the decoration.
The sit down
It's
restaurant is
beautiful.
like there's two levels to it, and like the main floor is really awesome,
The
and then
upper
they
deck
have
and
like
the lower deck.
an upper deck as well that sits around the edge, and of course like we met the general manager last night, and he said that there's a VIP lounge, and we're like, can we take a peek in? He goes, well, do you guys have? I don't think you have enough miles yet, but.
I don't know if they have any hidden Mickeys and these because these aren't Disney owned
Oh, good point.
locations.
I
But
don't
we'll
know.
have to ask around and see if maybe they did.
We'll look around and we'll see if we can find some pictures and stuff. I don't know. Hey, they just open up. You never really know until someplace has been open for a little while. So.
What did Mom said? She said, we have to go live. You guys are doing great.
Aw.
Aw, thanks, Mom. So that's what we did last night. Do we have anything else to talk
Well,
about?
that's what we did over this past weekend. That was
We
all
did
of
a
our
lot.
major. That was all of our major things and stuff, and we're coming up on our time limit. But if you guys are in Orlando, the definite thing to do now is the Void over at Disney Springs.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
That is amazing. Just go to Disney Springs. It's the easiest way for you to blow a ton of money on doing a lot of really fun stuff.
Yeah, and you don't have to like go into the park admission.
Exactly. There's no
Parking
parking.
is
Parking's free. There's
This I
shopping
got
and
it.
dining.
He said he wants the mug. This is one of the things that Disney does that I really love recently, the last couple of years, is that they'll do souvenir mugs.
They did
and this
that.
was one of the first ones that they did for the Star Wars stuff.
That was
Because
first.
they didn't used to do these.
That was right after
This was
Star
a
Wars
few years
Weekends
ago.
closed, right?
Yeah, this was a few years ago. But it had like a little plastic cup.
They
in the
just put like a
center.
beer in it or
What
something.
was it? It was soda.
Soda in it.
But so this one, and I think we have
Boba
a
Fett.
few others. Like we have
We have Boba Fett. We have our BB-8 like sipper mug. We have an R2D2 popcorn bucket.
yeah. They make for great kind of souvenirs, but they're also like usable as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it too. But because we were stormtroopers, I was like, I'm gonna go grab my Stormtrooper
Oh yeah.
mug.
It was really weird seeing her in VR as a stormtrooper because like I'm taller than her. And like in VR, her stormtrooper was like massively short. I kept like reaching out and like touching her head. And I would touch the helmet that she was wearing with the VR goggles and
It
stuff.
was weird stepping out that first moment because you're over like a lava pit.
Oh,
and you have to step over because you're transferring from one.
So they have you go out on the first
you're
scene, like
from one.
you go to Mustafar, which if you didn't know, in the Star Wars universe, is the planet where Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker had their duel. They're like massive lightsaber duel.
Relationship, breakup scene.
Yeah, that whole scene. That was honestly like a really good scene in that one. And I know she is short, but just it's easier to hug her that way.
Hey, we didn't get revealed because I was short.
Exactly. No, it was fine. Everybody was fine. No, we got revealed because my blaster went off prematurely. It did. I swear my hand wasn't on the button. Moving on. Yeah, when you get to Mustafar though, your ship like doesn't get to dock. You have like a little skiff come up to you and the door slides open and you immediately feel this blast of heat. Of hot air on your face.
See-through like great platform to like transfer over to the next thing and I'm scared of heights.
She's scared of heights.
Was like,
and
Alita,
I'm scared of
you go first. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're scared of heights, and I'm scared of lava. I don't know why I'm scared of lava.
Stepping onto it was just like, okay, it's not real, Alita. You're okay. You're gonna be fine.
Getting all of that extra sensory input, it was just, oh man. You were just clearing it right?
You're cleaning your gun.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just cleaning it. That's how it happens.
That's too much information.
That's how it happens every morning. Yeah.
Okay, what is going on?
We're making gun going off references.
What else? What do you guys want to talk about? What have you guys been doing? Did we see any movies recently?
No. Although we did hear that Jumanji is really good.
We heard Jumanji was good. Uh-huh. We heard The Greatest Man,
the Greatest Showman.
Yeah, that one was good.
Mm-hmm. Lost my balance a few times on Oculus setup and height effects. Yes, I felt like I was a little bit shorter.
This is the first time I've really experienced VR in this way. I haven't done a whole lot yet.
We demoed the Oculus at Best Buy with the hand things, and I tried that climbing one. I could immediately tell you that it's like, you really are disoriented, and I see why I've seen that video of the guy like falling over.
And there's a few videos out there of people
it really, really is immersive, like almost dangerously so.
I can see how it's gonna get better too.
Yeah, but the Void. I mean, I've never experienced VR like that where I didn't have controllers on my hands. I had my normal hands. All we were wearing is the helmets and the haptic feedback vest with the big old computers on our backs. And they said, reach out in front of you and make sure you can see your hands before we start, and then give me a thumbs up and we'll start. And sure enough, you reach out and there are your hands in VR as Stormtrooper hands, and you can move your fingers and give a thumbs up. I made like a bunch of different finger positions. It was so crazy. And then you reach out to touch a wall and there's physically a wall there.
I know in the beginning of the experience, I was kind of like really like iffy. And then once I got used to it, I was like, I got this.
That was so... you did really well. You shot so many stormtroopers in the head.
I was like, I'm totally in like mission mode and we're going to do this. We're going to work together. And I was just like leading the team. And
oh, dude, there were so many creepy scenes. And then there was like this scene where like you had to walk over this stuff and you could feel it on your feet. And I was like, oh my gosh. And like stuff kept happening and stuff like blows up and you feel it in like the real world.
Before we got in there, when we were just signing up, for it, we could hear like the clicks of people's guns going off.
Oh yeah,
and
we could hear everybody pulling the triggers,
and people screaming.
Oh yeah.
So we were just like, "What is going on?" So I'm wondering, like, if this was like a zombie, like scary experience, that'd be cool. I would totally do that.
So there is a zombie scary experience like that in Orlando.
Oh, we need to do it.
Uh-huh. It's called the main event.
This whole like not spending money thing is not working
It's
so
really
far.
hard. Yeah.
Because we're like, hey, we're not gonna do conventions, but then we find other things that are not conventions that we want to spend money on. So
Yeah. So
it's okay.
sometimes,
Okay.
sometime soon in the coming months, we'll go do the main event and we'll do a little review on it. But for right now, definitely go see The Void over at Disney Springs. It's worth the money. Even with it being as short as it is, it's absolutely worth it. Dinner at the Edison was a bit expensive, but
it's
is really, really good.
Great date night.
There's a lightsaber mission on Oculus. Why don't we have an Oculus Rift? What? Where are we at?
We'll get up to speed on things eventually.
I know. One day we'll have a computer
Michael
that
could
can
just
run
come
stuff.
down and visit us, and then we could use his stuff. He could bring it with him.
Yes. Yes. Plus, I gotta play the Rick and Morty game again and hit somebody in the face. That was embarrassing. Okay.
Yeah, that happened.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for us today,
maybe
guys.
Like 10 or so more minutes.
Oh
so
no, I don't want to run over time like we did last time.
Talk about some stuff before
but
we go.
yes, is there anything you guys wanted to talk about? Quick, type.
Oh, for the Oculus Rift?
Yeah, it's like $500, right?
Yeah, I haven't looked it up.
It's fairly expensive. The PSVR is a little bit cheaper, but it just involves the headset and the Move controllers.
Mm-hmm.
And of course you have to have a PS4, so I guess that makes it about the same expense because I don't have a PS4 yet. But with the Oculus, you're going to need a fairly powerful computer to run stuff on it. And I would love to play games like I know Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is in VR, and being able to have everybody like outside of you just do stuff. $350 for the Rift and $1,000+ for a PC that can run it. Yeah.
Rita says she wants to go to the Void, which is like one of the first things we said when we walked out of the experience was Rita needs to come see this.
Yes, like all of our family and friends need to come do this.
So definitely, we need to make a trip of that. So meantime, I was the guy with the story. Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah.
Just you do you remember when we did the panel at MegaCon?
Don't do this to me.
He came out and hung out with us like all weekend in Orlando MegaCon. Yeah. And then he was the guy with the story where he found like the old Doctor Who episodes in the attic or something, like his dad, and he immediately became like a super Doctor Who fan.
Of the narcoleptic friends who's Doctor Who's Anonymous. Yes. I just don't remember people's names.
Yeah, we're terrible with names.
I'm really bad with names, so I'm sorry if I don't remember names. And you don't have to type it, but don't worry. But no, yeah, I totally remember everybody's from the panels and stuff because I kept seeing all the same people at the same panel.
He was oh, hold on a moment. You keep talking, I'll remember it.
Oh,
in a second.
But Doctor Who Anonymous. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to tell you guys too. The episode that we did the interview of the Hollywood show is out on Mark Who 42. It came out just after Christmas.
If you haven't listened to it, please click on the link. We have it on the top. It's pinned to the top of our Facebook page. We were so excited about this. I've been a fan of the Hollywood show for the last 10 years, and they've been doing this only for 11 years, so I've discovered them right after they started doing videos. But there are these two sisters, Hilly and Hindi, and they run the Hollywood.
Hannah.
Yes, Hindi is their last name. You're right.
Yes.
Hilly and Hannah Hindi, and they run the Hollywood show. And we met them at MegaCon and asked if they were interested in doing an interview on Mark Who 42. And then when we got the yes, Mark Who 42 was like, "Well, we want you guys to interview them." And so we were like, "Yes."
Oh, you liked the interview? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I talked a lot in it.
Yeah, but that's okay though, because I thought it went really well. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was very nervous. I was just like, oh, these people have been following forever. It's like meeting your heroes and having the opportunity to ask them questions.
They are
unfiltered.
Super,
it was such a weird experience.
They are super, super humble. Mm-hmm. They're very, very sweet girls. If you guys see them at a convention, or if you'd like to see them at a convention, tell your convention promoters that you guys want the Hollywood show there.
And sign up for their Patreons. They have a Patreon service where they're all funded.
If you'd like to,
Patreon
yeah,
through
they're
their videos.
all volunteer funded.
Take a look at what they've done, and each video they've done, like the production value has been better than the one before, and they like push themselves creatively, and their content is, they're kind of like, in my opinion, they're like super fandom, like they're like what the fandom community would see themselves doing if they were able to do it in this content, like in video, you know, make these type of content. Like,
yeah,
I feel like the fandom lives through them, through their videos.
absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no debate here. We love them. They're awesome.
Said it was great. You guys did good. You were both good. I'll thank you guys.
Thank you guys very much.
It was a big step for us, I think, to do something like that. So maybe in the future we'll be able to do more type of interviews, because now we've had a little bit of practice.
Maybe in the future we'll do some interviews on our Fan Fridays too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. We'll see. There's all kinds of possibilities. Adventure is out there.
Adventure is out there. I love Up. Up is like totally our movie.
It is.
It's like that's you and I are gonna be Ellie and what's
you gotta get you some big rimmed thick glasses.
Like I'll need them.
And a walker with tennis balls. Totally.
That's what we should cosplay them.
Go everywhere with a walker with tennis
Why
balls.
haven't we cosplayed Ellie and Carl yet?
I don't know, but that's a good idea. Let's put it on our Blue Sky list.
Oh,
you heard it here first. We might do that.
Now, where's the Peter Capaldi interview coming? Oh, I wish. Oh, that would be amazing.
We were in the same room with him.
Yes.
And we were on the same stage minutes before he was.
Second.
So, there, yeah.
We were there. It was awesome.
And that's a pretty big deal. So we're very thankful for that. But I feel like something like that might not happen until the far future. I don't think we're quite there in that in that capacity yet, but that'd be cool.
That would be really cool, and it'd be really cool for everybody else to join us in that as well. So we are only here because of you guys as well.
Think of the Christmas show? Do you mean the Doctor Who episode? I think that's what Mike's, because we talked about that earlier.
We did talk about it earlier. We both liked it. Yes.
If you want to go back on the feed and after it's posted and rewatch it, we talked about it for a good chunk of time, but we liked it.
Yes, we did like it. We loved it.
Just joining us. It says that's cheese. I like cheese. We talked about cheese earlier. Cheese. Cheese is good.
Yes. So if you are just joining us now, we are wrapping up, but you can always jump back ahead, and it will be on Instagram for 24 hours, and we are also saving our just the audio as well. We're recording just the audio
right now
and the video, and we're going to figure out what we're going to be doing with them later on, but we are saving them so that way we have some record of it instead of just letting it die after 24 hours.
In the last video, we mentioned that we were going to post last week's, 2 weeks ago, because we didn't have one last week, that we were going to post it on YouTube, and we did try that, but then we had some problems with the audio.
Yes.
So we're having some technical issues, but we are still working on that, and I think that we're eventually going to have everything posted on YouTube. Either it's going to be the video or just the audio form. We're trying to figure out what's going to work best for us. So the 2 weeks ago episode and this week's, these will be posted eventually on YouTube. So keep an eye for that. So you can rewatch this one, though, for the next 24 hours. And then later after that, hopefully we'll have these last 2 episodes.
And then next week as well, we'll be right back here. Same space channel, same space time. Well, maybe not the space-time, because, it's really hard to get back to the same space-time.
Sometime in the afternoon.
Sometime in the afternoon. Of course, we'll post before we go live again next week. Next Friday, which is going to be the 12th? The 12th. Next Friday, the 12th.
Yeah.
I added in my head. All right. Anyways, that's going to do it for us for this Friday. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Remember, go see The Void. Go check out The Edison. And keep stuff.
Stay nerdy, my friends.
Stay nerdy, our friends. Stay right here for more nerdy stuff, watching a couple of geeks. Thanks.
We love you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Bye. I didn't press it. There we go.